Everyone feels bloated and sluggish some days. I found this tea and started drinking it daily. Here are the top 5 things to know before you buy, and number 1 might surprise you. All right, number 5 thing you should know before buying this tea. I did not expect from a tea bag. This stuff works just as well cold as it does hot. I figured I would be stuck boiling water every morning like some kind of ritual. Turns out I can brew it a batch at a night, stick it in the fridge, and grab it cold the next day. My wife caught me drinking it out of a mason jar in the driveway and just shook her head. Several buyers, it turns out, felt the same way about the switching between hot and iced without losing the taste. That flexibility means it actually fits a real schedule instead of just demanding one. Now, number 4 is where things get a little bit more honest. Number 4 thing you should know before buying this detox tea is the one nobody puts on the market. This tea sends you to the bathroom more than you would guess, both directions. And that's where a chunk of the bloating feels it actually goes. The first few days I planned around it because I did not want to get caught off guard. On my work calls, my neighbor Randy tried a cup because I would not stop talking about it. Texted me an hour later just to complain, which cracked me up. It's not painful, just noticeably early on. Once that first week passed, it settles into something more predictable that I could plan on. Now, number 3 tells you how long the adjustment actually takes. And to be clear, I did get this as a gift a while ago. I've been trying it since. I love it. And number 3 thing you should know when you're buying this detox tea. And this caught me off guard because I wanted results by Wednesday. That is not how this works. First few days mostly felt like drinking a decent tea and using the bathroom more than usual. The reviews mention the same slow timeline. Nothing major until week 2 or 3 of drinking it daily. For me, the flatter, less puffy feeling showed up around day 12, not day 2. I almost quit the first week because I'm not a patient guy. My wife told me to stick with it. My wife told me to stick with the plan for once instead of judging it after 4 days. Now, number 2 is the detail that made me wait, and the wait was worth it. All right, number 2 thing you should know before buying this detox tea is the taste. And I walked in expecting something close to grass clippings, and this one leans peachier, light instead of bitter and medicine. I brewed my first cup expecting to choke it down, finishing the whole mug without making a face. My dog Duke sat by my feet the whole time like he was waiting for me to spit it out, and I never did. It never once tasted like something you were forced down for your health. And number 1 is the one that actually got me, so do not skip it. Stay till the end because I have a bonus tip nobody warns you about as well. All right, number 1 thing you should know before buying this detox tea is the real caffeine hiding inside this. I assumed wellness tea like this would be caffeine free, the kind you drink right before bed. Instead, it carries a real kick of yerba mate and green tea. Enough that I noticed it working before I finished my first cup. One reviewer mentioned swapping out their morning coffee entirely once they realized this did the same job. For me, it landed steadier than coffee without the jittery crash around 10 a.m. that sends me hunting for a second cup of coffee. I used to need coffee just to feel human before 9 a.m. Now I drink this instead most mornings and skip the crash. My wife noticed I stopped rating her coffee stash and asked what changed, and it just handed her this box right here. If you drink caffeine daily anyways, this replaces that habit instead of sacking on top. But here's the thing, that bonus tip might save you more headaches than anything I just said. And if number 1 sold you the way it sold me, go ahead and add this to your cart now and thank me later. All right, bonus tip, nobody tells you about this. Drink more plain water on top of the tea, not instead of it. A lot of people have said skipping the extra water left them feeling more tired than expected. I learned that the hard way after a long yard day with Duke and Cocoa when I felt wiped out after dinner. Once I started drinking a full glass of water alongside every cup, that draining feeling disappeared. It's a small habit, but it's the difference between working with you instead of against you. All right, guys, that's all I have. As always, remember 2 things here. Number 1, deals fade, so go add that to your cart now. Number 2, the product bro is always here for you.